goddamn.
Goddamn is right. Goddamn is right, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. We have gotten it to work. We are here with another edition of Notorious Heels Gaming. Another edition of Notorious Heels Gaming. And man, so we're back with the return. Actually, let me go ahead and fix that. Okay. All right. Yes, we are back with yet again another edition of NHP Gaming, the return of NHP Gaming, man. Welcome, everybody, to the return edition of the series. So, yes, welcome everybody to, okay. All right, sorry. I was wondering what the sound was because I didn't have my music queued up, but okay, it was my PS5. Well, now that that's muted, what is going on, everybody, man, and welcome back, like I said, to the return edition of NHP Gaming. We're going to be hopping on, not college football. There we go. Call of Duty Black Ops multiplayer. We will be hopping on for some multiplayer, like I just said. So, yeah, what is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the return. It has laid dormant since AEW Fight Forever, which seems like it came out 20 years ago at this juncture. So,
It really does.
yeah, it genuinely does, bro. So, yes, we're back with the return edition of the series. So, like I said, we'll be playing some Call of Duty Black Ops multiplayer. If this is your first time watching, man, you guys do not know how the show works. Every Monday, we are on here with Unscripted. Every Friday at 4 p.m. Central, we are on here with the news, man. If you guys did miss all the weekend shows, the Survivor Series War Games 2024 post-show review, as well as Friday's episode of the news, man. AEW, they put a pause, picked up an option on Ricky Starks' contract. You guys can now watch both of those. Those are available on all platforms for you guys, man. That is Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here live every single Friday at 4 p.m. Central and after the pay-per-views for both WWE and AEW, man. So, yeah, man. With that, if you guys have not got a chance to, I'm used to my monitor being right here. It's really throwing me off having it to my right. If you guys have not got a chance to pick up some of the official NHP merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, man, where you can get this beautiful piece of merchandise to commemorate the rebrand of the podcast with the official next chapter design that you see on your very screen, man. So go ahead and pick up the merch today. Again, that is available for you guys on bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, man. So, with all that, what is going on, everybody? If you guys do not know who we are here at NHP, I am Johnny, one half of the hosts of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How the hell are you, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I had a fun weekend. It was good. Watched the show. Good pay-per-view. Other than a Damian Priest match, it was a good pay-per-view. And it was a good weekend, man. It was a good week. It was a good Thanksgiving. It was a good last weekend. Even, with full gear, it was a good weekend. So it's been a good 2 weeks, man. It's been a good 2 weeks. Sadly, tomorrow, it's back to reality.
Is it?
Even back to reality with Unscripted because we do got to talk about Dynamite tomorrow. So it really is back to reality. But I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Like Durante always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. The family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat? How's everyone doing in the replay? And what about you, bro? How are you doing?
Doing good, bro. Doing good. I am stoked that we got this to work. I am very stoked about that. So yeah, just stoked that we finally are getting the chance to hop on here and finally do this shit, bro. So it's Yes, it is definitely it's definitely been a long time coming, man, but there has honestly been not much in the realm of games that you can honestly just sit back and chill and talk to, like a wrestling game or like a Call of Duty game. There has not been. I mean, there was Spider-Man 2 that came out, but I got so into that story. There's
I
absolutely
can't
no
stream
way.
something like that.
Yeah, for sure. There's absolutely no way I would be able to give my attention to you guys as well as the game. So yeah, bro. But man, I'm saying, bro. I'm saying, dude. Last week was as a creator yes, last week was very disheartening, bro. It was very disheartening, man. I always, if I set out to do something and I promise you guys we're going to do something, and if there's actual interest for it, the fact that not delivering on something bugged me to death, man. I mean, Sir K remembers the night before. Sir K remembers the night before we moved to the whole little face cam format where you guys can see us, bro. We were up fucking night and day trying to get that to work because we were trying to adjust OBS settings and whatnot. But yeah, man. But as Durante always asks, I'm good. Family's good. What about you, Durante, Logan, Bell, naysayers, any of my guys and gals that are here live, or anybody in the replay mafia? Thank you guys so much. My guys, JT and JB. How are you guys doing? And thank you guys for joining us as always, man. Thank you guys for a great turnout on the War Games review. Had a lot of fun with that. I know that was a very controversial show. I found out this morning that a lot of people actually did not like the show. Um,
Wow,
I
wouldn't be
was
me.
I was shocked with that, man. I was shocked with that. I really enjoyed myself. And obviously there were certain things that I would and would not have done, obviously, and who knows, those
Oh
might
yeah.
come up in the topic of conversation. But yeah, a lot of people generally gave the show a thumbs down, which honestly a lot of people were saying that, the bloodline carried the show, and that was honestly one of the main reasons why I really fucked with Survivor Series, because it was built
Exactly.
around one show and it delivered on that one show. Now I know typically you want the show to be all great, but I mean, I thought the show was fine, man, to be honest, bro. um but that's just me.
Exactly, man. I thought the show was good. I liked it overall yesterday. There was the problems, but overall, I think if you at least hit 3 out of the 5, which I did, I think it's a good show.
For sure, bro, for sure. But all right, man. Well, as you can see here today, we have Mr. Are you Prestige 243 already?
I am, yes.
Holy shit. Well,
Yeah.
I'm a I'm a Prestige 1, level 29. I did hop off here for a
Mhm.
little bit because I mean, as you guys seen on my home screen, I did make me a little I did make me a little Black Friday purchase, man. I had some PlayStation cards in the well, so I decided to pick me up some college football. So I've been laying a little dormant, so I apologize if I'm ass here today, but we're gonna play some multiplayer, man. So here's my loadout for any of you Call of Duty geeks. This is my main loadout. This is what I use. And you guys are gonna get to be the judge on if I'm that good or not, man. So, um, as you can see, we have the tribal chief, and we have Burberry on my dick.
Well, actually, this man said that phrase first, and I just took it and used it as my Call of Duty name. So blame this man for the vulgarness of it.
Listen, man. Sometimes you gotta pop out with Burberry on your dick, bro. I mean, I don't know,
Sometimes you
but
do.
exactly. Also, one thing you guys have to do, man, is NLLFT. Be
Exactly.
not like Lifter.
That's a very important thing that I
Okay?
hope everybody strives for.
Exactly. Logan knows about it. Logan's the liftigator. Okay? He
He is.
instigated the lifter.
He
So
really did.
so, so that's one thing. Before we get started here, I just want to hammer down. Just make sure to be not like Lifter. And Sir Kate, always remember to turn your mic off because I was dead ass hitting the intro and my mic was on. So Remember
Oh,
that?
I always do that shit.
I
I
always
always do it.
I always forget, and then I just see the little audio thing, and I'm like, ah, shit. Um, so, anyways, we're gonna hop into some multiplayer here, man. This is usually what we run. We usually run core, team deathmatch, hardpoint, kill confirmed, and mosh pit. So I think that's what we're gonna do today. And yeah,
Hell yeah, man! I'm excited.
Logan, you are the liftigator. You instigated lift, and everything
I
blew
got
up.
woken up at about 4 in the morning,
Exactly.
so
Yes. Man was sleeping like hangman, bro. So,
it was.
so Sir K, bro. I guess to break the
Hmm.
ice, man. How you feeling about Call of Duty this year?
I really like it, dude. I really like it. I really like the multiplayer. I think it's really fun, and I really like the zombies. I know Johnny over here isn't a big fan of the zombies this year, man, but I think it overall is an improvement on Cold Wars, which is it's basically just Cold War 2, and I think it did improve on that. And I'm very excited for the new map coming out later this week, man. I'm actually really pumped.
Definitely, dude. Definitely. Yes, we oh my god. Well, fuck. They
I
start me
voted for
off
this
on
map.
they start me off on this fucking map. So, now you guys are probably going to think that I fucking suck. So that's all right. That's all right though. But yeah, bro. Um Yes, I'm definitely in agreement, man. Logan is in agreement as well. He says, besides Warzone, he has been loving Black Ops 6, bro. I was out of the realm of Call of Duty for. I mean, we mentioned it on the news a couple weeks ago, but I was out of the realm of Call of Duty for many years, and and I have loved this so far, man. I can't lie to you, man. I've loved it. I'm obviously not, the best Call of Duty player. My cousin, when I was young, was an absolute demon, and I cannot say I'm to his level, but I'm definitely on a level for sure. I don't know if I'm the Eliminator. I used to be the Eliminator. That was my nickname that I coined myself for zombies. I'm definitely not the Eliminator anymore, but I've dipped back into the multiplayer universe, so I can appreciate that.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I think it's going good. I think we're both pretty good. I'd say you're definitely better at multiplayer than me overall, but
You
I think
think
we're
so?
both pretty good. Oh, fuck yeah. There's some games where I'm just ass, but it's okay.
Hmm. Oh. Oh. That was my own guy. I don't want to say anything because I'm doing okay, and now that I just said that, I'm probably gonna start. Okay, and I die. Um,
I was just thinking that, dude.
but
That was good, it was good, but now I'm fucking starting to die.
this map, man, this was the other night. This map did me extremely dirty, bro. So, um, yes. Well, I would say I'm doing all right so far, I guess. All right.
I
Every
think I'm doing
fucking time I
fine.
say I'm doing all right, I die. Um, but yeah, man. So, bro, dude,
Mhm.
I had just sent it to Sir K, but I watched a before as I was making my tweet to get on here, man. I watched the video of Bronson Reed and the close up of his ankle um
Oh,
as
that
he
looked
hit the
brutal.
mat. Oh my god. Um yeah, I could definitely see one of if not both of his ankles being hurt, and he almost sort of confirmed it. I know Triple H, did confirm it, but he had posted something on his Instagram along the lines of like injuries are temporary but moments are forever, which
Yeah, he posted on Twitter too.
which, to be honest, man, I mean, we talked about the Bloodline War Games being a possible match of the year. But dude, when you talk about moments, um,
That was insane.
that fucking moment, like I always like, I always joke like going into it, like, man, like, what if we fucking seen a tsunami off the top of the cage? Bro, the fact that we actually fucking seen this man hit a tsunami off the top of the cage, like,
It's just crazy work.
it is 100%. And when I woke up this morning, I almost had to fucking like ask myself, or like I had to like repeat it to myself, like, dude. we seen it like, bro, we seen a fucking tsunami off the top of the cage. Like, I don't know, man. That to me is just crazy, man. And I see a lot of people comparing I see a lot of people blaming Bronson or blaming or comparing his stupidity to one of Adam Copeland's. But
No.
yeah, I'm the way I look at it, bro, is see, well, not only is Bronson a bigger guy, so I mean he I guess is more at risk if his ankles do get in the position of if his
Landing
ankles
on.
landing on all of his body weight. I want you guys to understand, bro. This man Adam Copeland came right down, like dead ass, like landed
Landed
vertically, like bro.
like bro thought he was a cat. Like bro, Adam. That's why we always kind of make the jokes, is because he genuinely landed on his feet.
And it wasn't an accident. Like he dead ass like jumped and then was just like scared. Or got fucking scared midway and then just put his feet down first instead of like his abdominal area to land for or I guess in his case it would be his elbow. But yeah, man, I mean with Bronson, first of all, Bronson is very used to landing on like his knees. I mean, that's the tsunami. When
Yeah,
he goes for the tsunami, he sort of lands on his knees type thing, bro. But like, um, and from the angle we seen, dude, it looked like he went to do the tsunami like normal, and his ankles just sort of hit the ground first. It looked more like an accident, man. Adam Copeland's looked like
it really
absolutely one of the
just
stupidest things you
botched.
yes you would have ever fucking seen. Yeah, it looked absolutely atrocious, man. But I don't know,
Oh,
man.
100%. At the end of the day, there is a difference between like a botch and an accident, and it was just an accident. Stuff happens, but like you said, man, which I really respect, man. Moments, injuries are temporary. Moments are forever. I'm always gonna remember that fucking tsunami. That shit was insane.
Yes, had I have not been had I had not been so busy, I was fighting the urge to fucking load up Peacock and just watch it again because it was an
It
insane
really was.
spot. Yeah, it was really a fucking insane spot, man, and it just it God, it was
The
an
whole ranch was like that.
yes, bro, it was fucking incredible, man. It was incredible. Did I have 21 deaths? Oh wow, I was
You
not
did.
paying attention.
I had 20. I'm
I thought
positive though,
I'm
so that's
not.
good.
I am too. I thought I was cooking though. I definitely thought I was on.
I thought,
Definitely thought I was on the realm of like 15, 10 deaths. Yes, I did. I did send that video of Bronson Reed in our group chat. It's our group chat on Twitter. So
yeah, that's how he sent it to me, because that shit was brutal, man.
ooh, yeah, that was God, that was bad. Oh my God, I'm at the top. Wow,
Hey,
look at that. Shaquille Oatmeal. All right,
great names.
man. Oh, ha. By popular request or referral from our manager, I guess, Mr. The Liftigator, Mr. Logan, we will be popping out for a Saturday night main event show review. So
Yeah, as well.
we will be on with a post show for SNME, and we're gonna see how it goes. They're building it up to be a big show. There's Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes on there. The inaugural women's U.S. champ will be on the show. So, forgot to mention that in the intro. But yes, your boys will be popping out for a Saturday night main event official show review. So, we will be on here with the post show for that by popular demand. We will be on here
Oh
for
yeah.
that, man. So, I hope you guys are excited for that, and hope you guys are excited for that. And yes, I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for that. And yeah, bro, Saturday night main event. It's looking to be a good show, and I'm expecting them to add even more stuff on there. So I think it's gonna be a good one, and I'm excited about it
No, I'm definitely excited. It seems very fun. I like the vibe of it that they've been doing, that 80s vibe. I always love that. And I like what they're building to, man, so I'm excited.
for sure, for sure, man. So, Sir K, bro, we watched an episode of Collision
Oh,
as a joke.
dude.
So me and Sir K were getting ready for Survivor Series, and obviously it started at 5 Central, and I was as a joke. I was like, man, Sir K stepped out of the room for a minute. I was like, as a joke, I'm gonna turn on Collision just to see how he reacts, and we ended up sticking around for like 45 minutes. Holy fuck! I don't know how they're still on
God.
television.
I don't know. I come out the bathroom. I look at TV. I just see Beast Morton on my goddamn TV, and I contemplate just staying in the bathroom for the next 2 hours, man. Because, dude, what was that show? That is one of the worst shows I ever had to watch. And I'm glad, because we talk about it every time we watch it. I would never watch Collision by myself, but watching
Mm-mm.
it with somebody, that shit is so hilariously bad. It's unreal.
Oh, 1000%, bro. 1000%. And again, bro, genuinely, when I was watching that shit, I seriously, and I'm not even saying this to have the popular opinion or to be funny. I seriously don't know how that show's still on air. Um,
No, I really don't.
it is bad, man. I mean, and I haven't watched, there, and which is funny. There was a little era of unscripted, bro, where we were talking about Collision, and that,
There
I
was.
mean, that just
It
so
was a
happens
CM Punk era.
to, yes, that just so happens to coincidentally be the CM Punk era of the show. But it was God, I mean, just it was good. It was good. It was really good when he was there, man. It was really good. There was they were using different guys, and the show had a different roster, different feel. Um, but yeah, nowadays, man, oh man, I mean that was to say the absolute least. That was a rough watch because
It was a
yikes.
very rough watch.
You know,
Because, oh my god, it was really bad.
uh
Yeah.
FTR's out there career riding the Outrunners.
Oh,
Why were they on the show, bro? They literally just came out
they,
there to do the Outrunners gimmick and then leave.
they, that's literally all they did. They went out there, did their shtick just to get the TV time and left. Like, bro, why are they, what? Let the Outrunners have the momentum, bro, please. They deserve it. They're a good, fun team.
Yeah, they are, and I think, and we were talking. Me and you were discussing the Outrunners as we were watching it, and I was, you were saying to me that you like the team, and I said to you, I said I like them too. Their biggest problem is they're stuck on this show. That's their only problem. Their only
Yeah,
problem is that they're fucking stuck on Collision.
that's like purgatory in wrestling, dude. You're stuck on Collision doing nothing. Just fucking having to chop it up with FTR every week for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, and I mean, even if you're gearing towards like maybe an FTR heel turn or something, could you at least put it on Dynamite so I can fucking at least try to find it within myself to care about the shit?
Like, I get why. I do not understand the existence of Collision and the fans it has. Like, that show genuinely has fans. Like, that's just wild to me, bro.
No, it really is, bro. It really is, and it sucks that a lot of the Continental Classic matches, unfortunately, will be put on Collision. All I can hope for is that all I can hope for is that they put the lower card ones that nobody really cares about. Put half of fucking Kyle Fletcher's matches on there, and I'll be all right. But
Exactly.
yeah,
Fucking good
definitely.
old Godzilla. Look at Kyle Fletcher, man. Why does he look like that? Why did he shave his head, bro?
I don't know,
He
and
looks horrible.
he's always fucking screaming, dude. And two, when I was
Oh,
watching his match with my boy, the Beast Morton, um, I couldn't help but notice, man. half of his matches, dude, he's just screaming.
Like, dude, it's literally like you're watching a Carmella match. It's horrid.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. Yeah, half of his match he's fucking screaming, or he's fucking beat red in the face because he's been screaming. He's fucking beat red
Literally.
in his face the whole goddamn match, and he's beat red in his face the whole match because he's fucking screaming, and it's a his matches are a rough listen, very rough
Oh,
listen, man.
they are. They are. It's very rough to just watch and listen and it's just not good, dude. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't get the hype around him, man. I know AEW fans think he's Randy Orton, but he is
Randy Orton.
he is I, I don't know if they're trying to disrespect Randy Orton because the AEW fans fucking hate Randy Orton for some reason. I don't know if they're
I
trying
always
to
get beef with the man.
I don't know what Orton did, but I don't know if they're just trying to blatantly disrespect Orton or what it is, but I can tell you right now, Kyle Fletcher does not fucking remind me of Randy Orton in the slightest.
Randy Orton. Such a
That
fucking legend to compare him to, dude.
that is one of the craziest fucking comparisons I think ever. I just got finessed by that dude so hard. So fuck that guy.
These dudes are all my ass, dude.
What am I doing? Oh, not bad. Not bad. Overall, man, I gotta say, not a fan of this map.
No, no. This map was really fun on that like one ransack money mode, but like in any other mode, I'm not crazy for this map. It's got a lot of camping spots.
It does. It does. Yes, it had. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I would say that that's one of. It's mainly this whole area that I'm pointing to up here, man. This little like dual
Yeah, that
hallway
whole
area.
it's
Ev-
just a bad idea.
Everybody and their fucking mother just camps there, and it really fucking irritates me.
Yeah,
And
I had a feeling we were gonna lose. I did horrible.
uh, hmm,
14-21.
damn.
Only lifter.
I don't. I, I don't know if I want to call you that. Well, look, man. According to the AEW fans, man, Will Ospreay is better than Randy Orton,
Well,
and he's better than Orton has ever been.
I feel so bad for Osprey, bro, because you know you don't want that bullshit.
Oh, you know it. You know he
You
doesn't.
like he probably is on Twitter like, bro, just please shut up. I don't
Yeah,
want to fucking.
you know this man is just randomly catching a fade for who fucking knows
No.
what reason. Um. Oh, it looks like it's double XP. Oh, that's why I went from 28 to 31 so fast.
Oh, remember it's been like that since Wednesday.
Oh, they're probably doing that for Black Friday. Is that like their Call of Duty deal type thing? Double XP?
Yeah, I know it was definitely they. I think they were gonna do it on the weekend anyway, but I think they just did it Wednesday due to get people to keep playing the game because it's like the most. I think it's been the most like played Call of Duty uh, ever at this point. So I think they just want to keep that momentum.
Hmm, interesting. Interesting.
Pit. Oh, I like Pit.
Pit. What is that one? Oh, yeah,
That's
I
the
like this
nine of
one.
them.
Yeah, I
I
fuck with
like
this
it.
one. It's a bit chaotic, but honestly, that's what I like about it.
Hmm.
So this past weekend, man, you listen to the newest Juice World album. Thoughts?
I like a decent amount of the songs, dude. I like KTM, I think it's called. I like Misfits. I like the one with Nicki Minaj actually. That one was good. And then the one with Eminem was really good, man. But I think there was a lot of filler in it, if I'm being honest.
Mm,
But
mm.
overall I liked it. I just think they just put too much.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah. We were listening to it Friday night, and I was huge fan of his work. He is my top five personal favorite artists of all time, and or I guess rappers of all time. I haven't really now that I think about it, I've never made an artist list. Who's my top five artists of all time? But he's definitely in my top five favorite rappers of all time, and I'm a huge fan of Death Race for Love, and Goodbye and Good Riddance was very good, and I also like the one after he passed, Legends Never Die. I thought that one was good as well.
Yeah,
Um,
it was good. I liked it.
but you know, this time around, this is his last, post this is his last post passing album, which is The Party Never Ends. And this one has been pretty hyped for a lot of years, and it finally came out. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. I for sure understood the vibe they were going for. If they wanted the vibe of the album to make you feel like you were at a Juice World concert, and with all the
Yeah,
little snippets of him like talking to the crowd, I thought they did a pretty good
I liked
job
that.
at nailing that home. Um, the end of the album I thought was pretty filler. A lot of it was pretty filler. But overall, man, I liked it. I liked a lot of the songs on that album. I liked a lot
I
of the
did. I
songs.
overall did.
Yeah, they had the one with Eminem. I thought was really good. The one with Kid Leroy was amazing. It was
That was really good. Goodbye. And
yes,
that one should have been the literal end of the album. I don't know why he had Goodbye. And then the next one was definitely like a mid-concert album or
yeah,
song.
yeah. It was very sad, and yeah, I did not understand why it didn't end on that tone. I would have, or at least I specifically would have liked it to end on that tone, but it didn't, and it didn't. But nonetheless, man, I still thought they did okay. With what I mean, a lot of the songs, a lot of people have already heard, just because there's a lot of his unreleased music out there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I thought it. Nonetheless, I thought it was. Where am I shooting? Oh, okay. um, but but yeah, I mean, I thought they did a good job. Minus like I said, towards the end, I just felt a lot of some of the energy was gone. I also thought it was a lot of albums a bit, or a lot of tracks too long. I think it was about
Yeah.
18. I think they could have easily cut that down to about 11 or 12, and I think we could have been sitting in a sweet spot there. But yeah, nonetheless, man, I thought it was good, and I thought it was, it's it's definitely time to put his post passing albums to bed, for sure.
Exactly. I think it's best.
Yeah, man. So the one thing I'm glad for, though, is they never really deviated away too much from his sound. I feel his sound was kept on there, which was very
It
important.
was.
They didn't try to add too many, weird features that didn't match his style and do too much with it. That they kind of did try to, just keep it his sound, and keep it, how I feel a lot of people remember him. So yeah, I liked it.
Definitely. I think yeah, I think they did a good consistency job in terms of sound quality. Damn.
What was that, bro? Unbelievable.
I don't know. Just gotta get two more. I'm trying to do these daily challenges, so
Oh, I thought you meant two more kills. I was about to get in my bag, and then I looked and I seen we're probably gonna lose.
I need to get two more kills with like this sniper rifle.
mm. I'm not gonna lie to you guys though, bro. It's overall. I think it's been a rather weak year for music, man. But at the end of the year, it seemed like everybody just wanted to start stunting, because I mean, At least from I mean, not necessarily everybody, but at least for my taste of music, for the music that I like, man. Um, the year was pretty dull outside of Kendrick Lamar, and then
It
obviously
really was.
at the end there, Tyler kind of chimed in and gave what probably is my favorite album of the year, for this year in Chromacopia. But yeah, I mean, yeah, outside of Kendrick, man, the year was pretty dull for music, bro. But yeah, I'm glad Tyler gave us what he gave us at the end of the year. Like I said, that's probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite album of the year. I know a lot of people's is GNX, and I love GNX. But where I am right now, personally and whatnot, I definitely think Chromacopia spoke a little bit more. Um,
Mm,
just to me right now. But
more.
um but no, I love GNX. But personally, I would say Chromacopia. But I would not be mad if GNX took home the album of the year for sure.
Oh, definitely, man. Yeah, overall, it's pretty boring. Year for music besides Kendrick. And there was that little tech album which I listened to it and I overall liked it. There was some good stuff on there. I like Tekka, so
I definitely
it
didn't even know
was
he came out with music this year.
yeah, I think it was back in like was that like September or early October or something like that, and it was pretty good. I liked it overall, man. But it was really just Kendrick's here, man. He fucking went crazy this year for music, and that's what I listened to a lot of this year. So I'm excited to. He has to be my number one artist on Spotify Wrapped this year. He has to be.
Yeah, I really get annoyed that Apple Music doesn't do anything like that. They don't keep any sort of statistics on what you listen to most this year. Because
Mhm.
I would be willing. Yeah, I would probably be willing to bet that Kendrick Lamar, either Euphoria or Not Like Us, is probably like my most listened to song this year. Um,
Oh, he has to be, dude.
yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, but he had a killer year, bro. He had a killer year. He had all those years, man, where he was gone. You know, in the beginning of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, he says, 1,865 days or whatever it was. And he was gone, bro. He was gone. I mean, he
Hmm.
was doing features and whatnot, but in terms of like
Yeah,
just solo Kendrick projects,
there was
he was
nothing.
he was gone. So for him to come back with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and that album in itself just has such a unique and I think just such a very beautiful perspective behind it. Just a perspective on life and a perspective on just what is important to him in his life at the time, and I thought was a great way to come back. 2023, he was you know uh didn't at least I don't think we heard too much from him. And then or yeah, and then this year, man, with the whole Drake beef and whatnot, man, I mean, he really
He
stepped
just
back
let
into
them
the
get out.
scene. He really stepped back
Hmm.
into the scene because a lot of people love him, and even in his absence, people will still say he's the best rapper alive. He's definitely the best rapper right now. Um, for sure, at least in my opinion. But I mean, yeah, I mean, for the artists that are out today, I mean, yeah,
I would say.
he really stepped back into the spotlight and sort of reclaimed that for himself. But yeah, it's definitely it was a crazy year for him, man. So yeah, if he doesn't win some sort of artist or rapper of this year, man, then those award shows are doing something. I can't remember which one is for music, but they're doing something wrong, bro.
Exactly. I think it's not. Is it Grammy? No, is it?
It might be the Grammys.
I think it might be the Grammys that's for music. I always forget because I know there's. I was gonna say the fucking Slammies. God damn it.
The Emmys, and then there's the Oscars, and
Oscars are for music. I Are for movies. I think Emmys are also for music or for movies. I think there's
mm,
like two for like movies and shit. And I think yeah, I don't know. It's so confusing.
it really is, bro. Yeah, it really is. You know, I was so fucking baffled last night by Shinsuke Nakamura winning the US championship. You know, one of the one of the main things that like completely fucking went over my head in the Survivor Series review was the decision to have Nia Jax start the match. Cause I seen I seen a tweet. It said something along the lines of like, how the fuck did out of everybody on the heel team they have Nia Jax wrestle the 40-minute match? And I thought to myself,
True.
why didn't they save Nia Jax for like the, you know how they
Yeah,
basically for like what Solo did with Jacob Fatu.
yeah.
You know what I
Save him
mean?
for the power.
Yeah, save them for like when your team needs that boost of like obviously somebody fresh, but somebody, a dominating force. When Jacob Fatu came out, they fucking sold it as well. Solo
Shit.
figured it was time to wrap this thing up, and the bloodline, but the OG bloodline better start counting their prayers now because here comes Jacob Fatu. They did not really sell they did not, or I thought they could have did a better job at selling Nia Jax in that realm of just
Like
in that.
power.
Definitely they I hate this term, but they could have almost used her as like the insurance policy for Team Liv Morgan.
No, I get you, man. I get you. I hate when commentary calls. It's their insurance
It's his
policy.
insurance policy. It's Liv Morgan's insurance policy. Camille Rodriguez. I fucking hate that dude.
No Rodriguez. Like, God.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought that to myself after the fact. I was like, oh yeah, why the hell did Nia Jax? Because honestly, bro, man, I know that man. I can't believe I still am in absolute awe that they put the U.S. championship on Shinsuke Nakamura. It's been a long time since I hopped up in disbelief of stupidity for WWE booking, and that was one of the most fucking ridiculous things that I've seen in a while.
It
From
really
Triple
was. That was
H's
a really
creative.
like I don't understand the thought process behind that. I really don't. It was genuinely shocking.
Yeah, man. I mean, wow.
Nakamura.
Nakamura is cooked, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you guys, man. And I don't know if there's anybody that's a Nakamura hopeful out there, but yeah, I said it yesterday, bro. To put it bluntly, man, his time in WWE has passed him, bro. He
I
is
think it
washed,
was.
and even his in ring stuff just doesn't look. His in ring
No,
stuff, man, just doesn't look on par to what it used to be, bro. I'm sorry, man.
oh, really?
He well, what is Shinsuke now? What was Shinsuke Nakamura's OG nickname, bro? It was the King of Strong Style.
Hmm.
That does not fucking translate over to what we see today. I mean, there is no sort of strong style left in that man. I mean, it just
It's just
his work just looks
man.
uninspired, bro.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to work, just shrugging off, just going to work, bro. It doesn't look special.
The only fucking thing the only thing I can think of, the only thing I can muster up as to why they would put the US title on Shinsuke Nakamura is if he is about to retire and Triple
Yeah,
H gave
one.
this to him as some token prize or some sort of thank you if he wants to wrap it up within the next year, because there's just no fucking way, man.
No, there's like no way you genuinely just gave it to him because it's doesn't make sense, dude. And I think that might be true. I think his time is coming up, and I think this might be his way of saying goodbye.
Yeah, like we'll
Which I mean,
get
a good single story would have sufficed, but that's just me.
exactly, or a lot of people want to have AJ Styles win the WWE championship, get one last run with him. Why don't you have like I mean, you could have built Nakamura up, not as some emo fucking
Weirdo.
samurai weirdo. You could have built him up and actually tried to give him some of his believability and some of his aura back, and you could have built him up to maybe avenge his loss against AJ Styles as AJ makes his way out, and then Nakamura can maybe finally get his hands on the WWE championship if you built him up, and if he were to go back to being exciting and vibrant and just how we remember him. But I mean, obviously you're not going to do that if his work, or I hope you wouldn't do that if his work is as just uninspired as we see it now, man. But at the end of the day, you could have built him up for something like that if you wanted to add more intrigue to him. Now, again, if he really, can't be as exciting and vibrant as he once was because he's getting old, then just wrap
Crazy.
the show up, bro. But honestly, man, just wrap the show up, wrap his career up. But I honestly feel the only fucking thing I can possibly think of as to why they put the championship on Shinsuke Nakamura is got to be Triple H's sort of, I guess, nod to him. Maybe he's on his way into retirement, and they just figured, well, we're gonna give you the title, we're gonna give you some banger matches that you can do with this championship, and then but yeah, I mean, SmackDown's mid card division, man, which Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, I thought did a lot of work to make feel a lot better, that or at least put it in a better place. I thought a lot of that got diminished by having a guy like Nakamura, who nobody fucking cares about, as your U.S. champion, man.
Yeah, I thought that was a really lame way to treat your mid-card division, especially the people that actually carried it through, the last year basically. And you just go ahead and do that. I think it was kind of a slap in the face to those guys.
I agree. I agree. And a slap in the face is absolutely the best. A slap in the face is the best way to put that. Is it did feel like a slap in the face, and especially because on the episode of SmackDown before the show, not only did you have Andrade take a clean loss to Nakamura, Carmelo Hayes took a loss to Cody Rhodes as well, man. So it's like, where is their progression towards the U.S. title? I felt that should have, I felt their progression should have at least been paid off. But Logan, man, God, I mean, the WWE Championship for him. Wow, I really wish he got that in 2018 too, man. I really
Oh,
wish.
100%.
Yeah, I really wish he did, man. WWE absolutely buried him to Jinder Mahal, and then they had one more chance. They had one more fucking chance because WWE did the unthinkable and actually put him in the ring with AJ Styles at fucking WrestleMania, and they fucking sabotaged it.
They literally sabotaged it. It was supposed to be a fucking match of the year. It was a dream match, and it was just the most lackluster thing ever. They did the wrong ending. They made the wrong person heel. It was
Ugh.
just insane work, dude. Like, why would you? And I said it like last night in the review. Like, Nakamura just isn't it as a heel. He doesn't work as a heel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the whole lure to Nakamura is him being vibrant and just like
I
just he just has this aura about him. He's got this cool factor, and then mixed with all that, he's a fucking demon in the ring. I mean, this guy's an absolute fucking demon in the ring. I mean, he is not to be fucked with. And man, I mean, you stripped him of all of that, bro. You stripped him of all of that, and if you ask me, man, he genuinely has not seen the light of day since then. So
No, he really hasn't.
yeah, I mean, they got quite the hole to dig themselves out of if they want to make him feel somewhat cool again, man. And I just don't think they'll be able to do it.
No, I really don't think they will. Again, they could have had their shot with the baby face thing. Maybe make him an older guy trying to get that fire back for one last big time, and they just went with a weird, like emo, mystic heel thing, and I don't think it's gonna work. It never worked. He's weird. This like I said, it's like his third weird heel character, and none of them ever worked.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Bell is here. Oh my
What's
god.
up, Bill? How you doing?
Bell is here. Well, I am wishing you luck, and I hope you don't get pissed off. Um, at F1. I think that's a racing game, correct?
Yeah, F1. Yeah, that's like the F1 cars.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So, yeah, good luck to Bell. Good luck to
Hope
Bell.
all goes
So,
well.
for sure, for sure. But, I don't know, man. I do not know. I do not know, man. It really sucks that I mean, it's great Triple H took over when he did, but it also sucks Triple H took over when he did because all of us, I think we can all agree that all of us wanted him in just a bit sooner, bro. So a lot of these guys wouldn't have to be spared to Vince McMahon booking, and a lot of guys were, man, and this company really lost out on some huge fucking stars because of Vince, man.
Vince.
He killed a lot of stars in a lot of ways, man. I mean, a lot of guys were destined to be stars, man. They ended up leaving the company, and some of them, I mean, some of them are in positions like Nakamura where they can't get their aura back, they can't get their Riz back, and fucking a lot of guys, have went to AEW to be ascensioned. Um,
Literally.
and probably never see the light of day again, and it just really sucks. A lot of these guys had to go out like that, man. Like, um, yeah, I mean, God, I mean that the list of guys in AEW that have just significantly just dropped in stock is quite sad.
Oh yeah, it really has. There's so many. Malachi Black, fuck it, dude. There's just list upon list of names that just had their stock drop because they just float around and have them do nothing.
Man,
It's insane, dude. And if Triple H would have took over in like 2017,
oh
everything would have been different. It would have been insane, dude.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. Hmm. I don't know, man. I don't know that. God, that sucks, bro. We were talking about it the other day, but like one of the guys that I really wish panned out in WWE is Matt Riddle. Me and Sir
Oh,
K, Full Gear Weekend, we were going over the year end awards shit and whatnot, and we had turned on a takeover in the background, and we were just watching the show literally in its entirety, and obviously the first match is War Raiders, Aleister Black, and Ricochet, and you guys always know how much we talk about how much we miss Aleister Black, and we want to see Aleister Black back in WWE. Um, and then on came the fucking Matt Riddle and Velveteen Dream match, and man, God, is it unfortunate that Matt Riddle did not pan out in WWE because God, I mean, is he so fucking good, man, or what? I mean,
he
it,
really was, dude. He was phenomenal in the ring. He was a cool ass act,
yeah,
and the fact that he didn't work out just sucks, dude.
yeah, he had that cool factor, man, mixed with the obvious in ring ability. Just man, it really boggles my mind that he didn't work out, and um, which we were just talking about how AEW may have ascensioned some people, man, and it really just makes me think, man. I really wonder if guys like Keith Lee are ever going to are ever going to get a little bit of shine again, bro, and ever going to get to really showcase their talents on a main stage, man. It worries me for sure.
It does. It does. It really does worry me because I really don't know if they will be able to do that.
Definitely. And with the amount of like character depth that Triple H adds to his characters, I would have just absolutely loved to see what he had in store for like guys like Undisputed Era, I mean, you look at what he's doing for the storyline, for the story of the bloodline, and just allowing them to be creative and allowing them to just have some of the craziest depth and just some of the craziest depth and some of the craziest amount of layers to a storyline that we've ever seen in company history. It really just makes you think like, wow, like what would Triple H have allowed for like the Undisputed Era to do in terms of like their character development and like the depth to their story. It's really it really begs the question, man.
It really does, dude. It's very fucking intriguing to see how everything just would have went if Triple H just had it sooner, dude. It would have been crazy. Some controversy happened in today's race. Bell says. I wonder what that controversy. Wonder how. I mean, gonna he just overtake him? Like,
Did somebody bring out a toilet seat in the race?
hmm, maybe.
Hmm.
I've been doing ass.
That map I did horrible. That map I did absolutely horrible. I don't think I've been playing bad today. I mean, I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of that. I don't want to glaze myself, but I don't think I've been doing completely horrible today. So
Pretty bad.
you're also kind of a quiet player. Like normally when we're
Oh, I
not on
am.
stream, usually I feel I feel you I feel you thrive in an environment where you're
Just
not
dead
talking.
fucking. Mm-hmm. I'll just be dead silent, not talking, and I'll just play.
Get your multitasking skills up though.
I do. I do. I get that up for the game. For Call of Duty, that's really hard.
That is, dude. I'll never forget, bro. I seriously will never forget, man. Back when me and Sir K were in middle school with our man Jose, we were at Shed Aquarium, and it was the most goaded field trip known to man.
It
Okay,
was.
let me just set the table for you guys, man. It was the most goaded field trip known to man. We were at Shed Aquarium in downtown Chicago, and it was just it was your typical school field trip, bro. I don't know how the fuck. I promise this all ties back to Call of Duty. Um, I don't know how the fuck we managed to do this, but we managed to get away from the teachers slash chaperones and end up just walking around. There was a group of like 5 or 6 of us, and we managed to just walk around by ourselves. I still to this day do not know how we pulled that off.
Or how they even let us do that in the first place. A bunch of middle schoolers just going off on their own. If I was a school, I would not let that happen.
Oh, 1000%. And that's like, I mean, in terms of a field trip, man, I mean, it's basically unheard of, bro. Like when you go on field trips, man, like you always have to have a chaperone or some sort of adult with you.
Hmm.
And for some fucking reason, I don't know how this happened, but my homeroom teacher was she was like, okay, everybody get in groups. Everybody gets in a group. Everybody gets paired with chaperones, and then she just says, "Oh, okay. Now everybody, all right. Now you guys can go off and do your own thing. We'll meet back at this location at this time." And our
And they
group's
just let
looking
us.
around, and we're like, we don't
Are
have a
they serious?
chaperone or a teacher, and every other group in the vicinity had a chaperone or a teacher, and fucking sure enough, we ended up just getting to literally we ah man, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. I'll say that. But um, it was a crazy field trip. It was a crazy field trip. We were 100% acting acting a fucking fool in the aquarium. But anyways, I'll never forget, bro. I was doing a story time video on this very channel, different name but same channel, and um I was doing it over Black Ops 3. I was doing it over Black Ops 3 Zombies, and I don't know why I didn't just record the gameplay first and then fucking and then talk about it and then talk about it and tell the story afterwards. But um I mean, I probably wasn't too advanced. I was in the era of just click, just double tap the share button and you're on, talk, double tap the share button again and your video's done. So I wasn't really in the
Realm of
business.
editing.
Yeah, nor did I have the equipment to get any sort of I don't even think I had like a laptop or something at that time. But regardless, it was the hard. It was genuinely in my life one of the hardest things I've ever tried to fucking do was tell a story of us going to an aquarium and acting like fucking idiots while playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3 because the whole time I'm just sitting there like so
Um,
yeah, and then oh shit, so yeah, so we ended up like it was horrible, bro. It was absolutely
oh,
fucking horrible.
yeah, I'm sure, dude. I can't imagine doing that, dude. I mean, this is difficult right now. Obviously, over time we'll get used to it, but uh, zombies, dude, trying to tell like a full ass story like that, you have to just record the gameplay and then just record the audio because there's no way, dude.
Yes, and I am living proof, bro. I literally tried it and it was uh easily top 10 one of the hardest things I've ever had to fucking attempt to do in my lifetime, bro. That was so fucking difficult. I can't even begin to describe to you guys how fucking difficult that was trying to do that.
Literally, dude, I'm sure. Especially like how long that story was. Because that was like, what, like a 15, 20-minute video at the time?
Yeah, it was. It was.
It's
So
crazy.
so for the ending to the story, I ended up just going to a NBA 2K 16. Yes, I ended up going to a 2K16 my team shoot around and just told the story. I'm sure the video was rather boring because I was the gameplay that was being displayed was me just fucking walking around an empty court just shooting random shots. So I definitely should have recorded the gameplay first. But but
Definitely.
I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, bro. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, man. But yeah, it was not easy and I did not succeed. But
Oh,
happy to say I've came a long way in the in the content in the content department.
oh yeah, dude. It's insane glow up from what it used to be for us.
Oh, for sure.
And Mel mentions that F1 can be a lot more political than wrestling. I'm sure, because I don't each one of those cars cost like 3 million to build. I know it's like a crazy amount of money to build one of those things, and it's like all just rich people doing it. So I'm sure it's insanely political over there.
I did not know Bell was a fan of racing. Learn something new every day.
I mean, it's definitely different from American like NASCAR racing. Very different.
Are those like the low cars, like those ones that are like damn near
Yeah,
on the ground?
yeah. It was the remember the one in Cars 2 that was like the kind of like the asshole character. I don't know if you remember watching that movie. It's those cars with like the big tires,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
they're like, yeah, that's those cars.
Ah,
It's not like NASCAR where it's just a bunch of the same similar type of. Well, they're all similar, but you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah,
Very different from American
for sure.
NASCAR.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's very political because those things are incredibly expensive. Normal race cars in America are expensive, so I can just imagine those things.
Hmm.
Guy who was meant to start the second act, governing body to start. Yeah, Formula One. That's what F1 stands for.
Hmm. dude. Looks like it's going down on F1 right now. What has been your favorite Call of Duty of all time?
Me? Black Ops 3 for the zombies, dude. That shit was just insane. Custom zombies is just so fun, dude. People make some of the craziest shit on there, man. But this one is really gonna be up there, dude. I love this one.
Most definitely. Most
What's your
definitely.
favorite?
Wow. Well, man, that is, huh? That is quite the question. I think for me, for me, I'll definitely, for me, like for Call of Duty, I always rank them by like sentimental value. So a lot of Call of Duty, sometimes I say them and people will be like, "Oh, that one sucked," but a lot of Call of Duties just they bring you back to really good and really cool times. So like Call of Duty Ghost is very nostalgic for me. That was like the first Call of Duty that I really like fucked with heavy because the first Call of Duty I ever played was Black Ops 1, but I was really only able to play it when my cousin came over because he was an absolute demon at Call of Duty and I had a Wii and Call of Duty Black Ops 1 was not as fun on the Wii as it was on the PlayStation 3. So but Call of Duty Ghost was the first one that I've ever like really dipped into. I was horrible at it, but I dipped into it nonetheless, and I like that one a lot. World War II has a special place in my heart.
Oh, it's really
Um,
fun.
Logan remembers those times. A little bit of the Wolf Pack. Okay, a little bit of the Big Four. Okay,
Hey.
so that was just a fun time. That was a fun time playing with the four of us, man. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 was also very nostalgic, as that was you and I. That was you and I.
Yeah.
The amount of conversations on that game, that the amount of just deep conversations that were had on that game with you and I were huge. Um,
Oh yeah.
wow. Honestly, man, I would.
Hey.
There it is. The tribal chief. Yours truly. Oh, yes. This is where I
That's
soloed
cool.
all these fucking campers.
Oh, dude, they were camping their ass off, bro. Hell yeah, dude.
I would
That's right,
probably say
dude.
World War II.
World War II is very respectable. I do love that one. That might be probably is my number two, dude, because that shit was it had a good zombies, really fun multiplayer. It had that one mode that was I think it was called War Mode, and it was like an objective where you were either on one team or the other,
Mhm.
and it was D-Day from World War II, and you were either on one. It was phenomenal, dude. I loved that mode. I wish they would bring a version of that back again.
Hmm. Why don't I remember that?
It was the one where we had to like storm on the beach, and then it was part of like building the bridge, and a part of like escorting that tanker.
Oh, dude, that
Mm-hmm.
was fire. I forgot
Hell
about
of
that
a fire
mode.
mode. Mm-hmm. I wish they bring something like that. I remember Modern Warfare 2019 had like its own like war mode where it was like just an objective based multiplayer thing,
Hmm.
and I think they need to bring more of that back. Those are really fun.
That would be pretty fire, bro. That would be pretty fire. Yeah, that man, I fucking forgot all about that mode. That was so much fun. That was a lot of
That
fun, as a
was
matter of fact. That was a ball. That was a ball. I
it
remember
really
that
was.
mode. Now I do.
It was crazy, dude. It had good zombies, dude. Zombies was really good. I remember, never forget when we stayed up till like 8 o'clock trying to do the Easter egg, and then we fucking died, and then we all just, it was the
Dude,
most defeated goodbye ever.
that was that was one of my favorite memories about Call of Duty World War II. Not only was Logan hilarious on that one because this man was just always um
surrounded by a million zombies, and we would run to him, and
Either
there'd be like four.
dude, this man would be on the fucking mic. I gotta expose Logan here for a little bit. I'm sorry, I love you, but he, this man will be fucking running around and would be like, "Hey Logan, can you go fuck with the Easter egg or whatever, or because we were trying to get pack a punch or whatever the case may be," and he'd be like, "Hold on, guys." I got like 50 fucking zombies behind me. And he would run past me, and there would be like a solid like four zombies soaking wet fucking chasing this man, and I'm like, bro, what are you on? Like,
This
oh
shit was
man.
funny.
No, that was absolutely hilarious when he used to do that shit. But I'll never forget that game, man. We were on there, dude. We were on there, and that's another thing I miss about zombies. When like they would give you your time at the end of it. Um,
They
w-
added that to this game actually.
did they?
Yeah, and like the season one update, I think they added. You'll see the time. Even when you pause it, you could just see how long it's been.
Oh
I
shit.
love that. I hate how that's not like a guaranteed thing in the game. I think it should be because it's so fun. You'll be like, damn, we were on that shit for 5 hours.
What was the zombies in? Oh, I'm thinking of Cold War. Oh, Cold War is another one. That one holds
That was really
great.
fun.
That one holds great sentimental value for me. I played a lot of that one with my cousin,
Oh, that was
as
so
well as Sir K. So a lot of great memories on that. A lot of great memories on that one. But what is the what was I saying? Um, fuck, what was I talking about? I was talking about something. Oh,
World War Two.
the
Okay.
the the zombies with the yeah, so I'll never forget that night, dude. We were playing zombies, bro, and we locked ourselves in the little Easter egg room, and one of
Mhm.
us was holding a zombie, and it was probably a good mix of all of us because none of us could fucking figure out how to do it. So
Oh, it
like
was so difficult.
I would spend 30 minutes, walking the zombie around this little courtyard, and then Logan would do it, and then Danielle, and then you. So it was just like it was just a bunch of just like us just stalling with this one zombie. And I remember we finally figured out how to do it immediately as soon as we fucking got out back into the as soon as we got back out into the actual zombies map, we all just fucking died, and it was the
Oh,
it was so bad, bro. And then it
saddest thing ever, dude.
and then at the end of it, I think like our time clips to like 6 hours and 59 minutes, or it was like damn near 7 hours. We were in
It
this
was
one
insane.
fucking map, and wasn't it like 9 in the morning or something?
Dude, it was literally like 8 or 9 in the morning, and it was just insane. My whole family was up already, fucking getting ready in the morning. I'm just sitting there, just all sad because we fucking failed.
Oh, dude, it was like 7 fucking hours long, bro. And then dude, I remember we all were like, man, we were sitting there, bro, and by 10 o'clock, everybody in the party chat fell asleep or left, and I remember I was just sitting there like, well, I guess I guess I go to bed now.
Literally, dude, it was the most defeated going to bed ever. It really was, dude. It was
Man,
insane. Ah, can't wait. And you gotta try that Easter egg when we do the zombies one.
we really do, bro.
Because the
So,
Easter eggs in these ones are definitely easier. They purposely made them easier,
mm,
but it's what the one map that they got this year, the Terminus map. I haven't completed the Easter egg yet. I fucking die every time.
damn. Terminus is the one in the water, right?
Yep, that's like that island one.
That one was fucking weird, man. I definitely
It's
liked the other one better.
yeah. I think I'll give Liberty Falls the one up on this one so far, but I really can't wait for that next one. It's gonna be like a fucking castle, and like the special weapon are gonna be swords, dude. I'm excited.
That's
I'm
exciting.
not because I'm not a medieval guy in terms of like themes for stuff, but I love when there's medieval stuff in like modern or futuristic stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So I'm excited.
for sure, bro.
Doing ass.
For sure. Also, guys, Unscripted, starting tomorrow, will be going live at 9 o'clock, or about 9:15,
Yeah,
9:30. So,
yeah.
as
I'm
opposed,
excited, dude.
yeah, I'm very excited, man. 2 hour Raw. You get to do the earlier Unscripted to go along with Monday Night Raw. But yeah. Oh, dude, the one positive from fucking Dynamite this week, man, there was no fucking overrun.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know
my
how
God, there
excited I
wasn't.
was?
God, dude. I didn't even realize that till you said it. That's beautiful, dude.
I forgot
Thank
to
God.
Yeah, I forgot to bring that up, dude. I was ecstatic in my living room. I was like, "Oh my god, is the fucking show over and it's 9 o'clock?" Oh,
Oh, I hate that overrun so much. Every week, 9:09, 9:15, 9:04. Dude, it's the most annoying thing ever.
it started getting really outrageous too, bro. They were giving us like 9:20 ends. Like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
god. The fucking main
Like,
event would
bro,
start 5 after the top of the hour. I'm sitting there like, "What the fuck? Like what are we doing right now?" Oh, it was
dude,
egregious,
literally,
bro. It was fucking
it was
egregious.
really I'm glad they fucking stopped that shit, dude, because, man,
Yeah, I mean the
but
show is
that,
unbearable at 2 hours. You want to give me another fucking 20 minutes of this bullshit?
I can't
Man.
wait till it's 3 hours eventually.
With WWE moving both of their shows to 3 hours, I can easily
They
see
will.
Tony Khan doing that.
We have to make it 3 hours. We gotta compete,
Our rosters are
dude.
the best wrestle, and we need
Yeah.
3 hours to showcase the best wrestlers.
Oh, 3 hours, dude. Fucking yeah. I don't
Yeah, I
like any
mean,
3 hours. Bro.
and
I like
bro,
3 hours.
we already know he's not opposed to it, bro. So it's definitely something that he it's definitely something he could be cooking up, bro. And I honestly think in due time, I think he will.
I really wouldn't be shocked, dude. I see it coming.
Ugh, fucking Tony
Yeah,
Khan.
dreading it, dude. I really am. Because I know a lot of people don't like 3 hour movies. I love 3 hour movies. Like Batman could have been 4 hours. Would have
That's
loved it. But
that's
like
yeah, that's probably my
weekly
favorite
stuff,
movie of all time.
it might be at this point. I'm not. It's definitely in the top five, top three. Easy, dude. Can't wait for that sequel. Did you watch Penguin yet,
No, not yet. Just because of
dude?
the busy weekends and all this, I didn't want
Yeah,
to
that's
nosedive
true.
into it because the month of November or the month of December, I mean, up until Christmas is wide open. So I figured I'd wait till then.
That's true. Wait till like a dead week, dude. Phenomenal, and I cannot wait for Batman Part Two, man. And kind of with some stuff that's teased and stuff with the interview, I think we know who the villain's gonna be, and that's very interesting. So I'm excited.
Interesting.
But that man, Colin Farrell, he's got to win an Oscar. Genuinely has to.
Oh yeah.
Phenomenal.
I haven't even watched the Penguin yet, and I already know he killed it because he fucking killed it in the movie.
Like, dude, it's insanely good, dude. I cannot wait.
Yeah, that movie was just man, that movie was absolutely nuts, bro. Yeah, I know a lot of people do hate the new Batman, bro, but I mean a lot of people love it. A lot of people love it, but yeah, I do see I do see a lot of hate for it, bro. And one of people's main gripes is that it was 3 hours. But personally, bro, I love as long as you use your 3 hour. It's like Monday Night Raw. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
Monday Night
You
Raw, like,
use
do I prefer them at 2 hours? Yes, because 3 hours of wrestling content is a little much on the weekly. But at the end of the day, a lot. I mean, we praised a lot of those Monday Night Raws throughout the summer,
Yeah,
before
it was good.
and in the beginning of the year. Both of Monday Night Raws, both of the best two Monday Night Raws out of the year that jump off the page were 3 hour shows. So it's not necessarily that the show was 3 hours.
No.
It's just what they do with the time, and if you're willing to use your time accordingly, then I mean everything will be fine. But yeah, I mean I think about that Raw in Chicago where you had that absolutely fucking cinematic ending with Cody Rhodes and The Rock, where this man was whooping his ass in the Chicago rain, and
Oh my
fucking
God.
I mean, it was an amazing episode. And then you had that Punk promo That was great. And then there was the other episode of Raw from Corpus Christi, Texas, with the fucking Wyatt Six debut. I remember that being another amazing fucking episode of Monday Night Raw. So
It was, dude. They had a lot of bangers.
so yeah, man. Hey, look at that. Katie.
How you
We
doing?
have the siblings in the chat. What is going on? Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, but I mean if you're using your 3 hours for Batman accordingly, which again, probably my favorite movie of all time. I always tell my guys, but like, not even just my guys. I'll literally tell anybody, man. If I could go back and watch a movie for the very first time again, it would probably be that one because just how excited I was, just the journey of that movie, just with like, I mean, it was a fucking beautiful story. It was an amazingly told story, and the 3 hours didn't even bother me, man, because it was so amazing. But
It really was.
yeah, but no, I'm excited to watch the Penguin. I'm excited because again, the just everything that Matt Reeves did with just where he positioned the characters and how he wanted to have his characters portrayed, it hit the spot for me, man. I mean, making Riddler, that like Zodiac type killer, and then
Hmm.
Penguin instead of being an actual fucking penguin like Danny DeVito's Penguin was. He's a mob boss. And it just, with sort of a pointy nose, but everything is grounded, and everything is just everything is so grounded, and it's just so realistic, and it really is my bread and butter in movie in storytelling, bro. I love that kind of stuff, man, in movies. And yeah, Batman, dude. Batman was so fucking good, bro.
It really was, dude. And if we're talking about a movie I could rewatch for the first time ever again, it would probably be that first Scream movie because
Mm,
dude, that twist is just, it's the best. Literally, that's the best twist. It's so good, and I didn't know it when I first watched the movie because when I first watched those movies, it was when the MTV show was coming out, and they had like a marathon of like all of them the night before,
mm.
and I didn't know until the next day, but they weren't connected to the show at all. But the night before, I sat and watched every single one in a row, and man, that shit was just phenomenal. But if you use your time correctly, 3 hours is nothing, man.
For
So
sure.
I hope Batman 2 is like 3.5.
Honestly, bro, I wouldn't. Yeah, honestly,
Ooh, a
I wouldn't
4 hour
even.
movie.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you use the time right, then I mean, now that's where you fall into the trap, bro. Because if your movie sucks, people are gonna
Oh, it's
fucking hate it
tough.
more because they just sat through 3 hours of fucking straight ass. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, man, I trust Matt Reeves as much as I fucking trust Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns with the Bloodline story, bro. So
Hmm.
it's something I trust him in, and I think he's going to tell a very focused story. He had I mean, even with all the news of like them wanting to put the Batman in the DC multiverse, Matt Reeves could have had an easy out and been like, oh, fuck it. We'll throw all these other DC characters in the movie and we'll make a bunch of money off all these other likenesses. And we'll put, Flash and Superman and all this or whoever, whatever fucking Warner Bros. Had in mind for putting him, in that universe. He had a very easy out to do that, but he wanted to tell a focused story. He wanted it to make sense, and he wanted things to be focused, and that is when storytelling for me is when it's at its best.
Oh yeah, man. And I would have liked it to be a part of that universe because I think his Batman is so dark, and James Gunn, what looking to be his Superman, it's like so bright and vibrant. I think that would have been a really cool contrast. But either or, man, I'm excited, and I just can't wait for that fucking movie, dude.
I mean, maybe it could eventually be put in there, but I think just I respect Matt Reeves for wanting to just put the focus on what he wants to do with his trilogy, and I think it really shows a lot for
Oh, definitely.
the amount of just the amount of care he wants to put into it, man. Because a lot of people are very okay with putting out mediocrity. So when you get
Oh yeah.
somebody who actually cares about their franchise and cares about where they want to go with what they want to do, movie direction wise, it's not a lot you see stuff like that, bro. But
No.
maybe after the trilogy, you could kind of see him dip into that, and I think that might be pretty cool. But for the trilogy, I definitely respect where they're going. As look at that, I don't even remember. I do remember this play now.
Oh, you avenged me. Thank you. That
Did
dude
I?
killed me. Yes.
Wow, hero, true hero.
Truly.
Belle
Yeet.
says she doesn't like the thought of both Raw and SmackDown being 3 hours because sleep, but I will take them being 3 hours over Dynamite lately. Come on, Belle,
Mm.
you don't want your 3 hour Dynamite, man.
Dude, and Tony Khan would still do an overrun. I know that motherfucker would.
Oh fuck, that show would be going till like 10:30, bro. 100%.
Oh,
Ugh.
fuck me, dude. It sounds just horrid. But yeah, I personally I would keep both shows at 2 hours. I would cut titles down, but they're doing more and more, so it's what they want to do, man.
As we're loading into our next game here, W Energy, the
Hey,
official sponsor of your boys here over at NHP. W Energy Man is an energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics, designed to formulated to improve focus without the jitters, man. W Energy is a clean formula, zero sugar, zero calorie, free from fillers and artificial colorings, with 150 milligrams per of caffeine per serving. You guys can get your W Energy products today with the link below to the website and code NHP at checkout to save yourselves 10% on your purchase, man. So shout out to W Energy, man, the official sponsor of NHP. Shout out to W.
shout out guys. What I'm drinking now, I got the Halo Cream Mango Orange flavor. Fucking phenomenal. I'm almost done, man. So, hell yeah, dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man,
And I do like, well, Bell says how it's going to be in a different universe, and I like that. I like how they are going to have a separate Batman that's more like comic-y, which I am excited for, dude. So I'm glad that he's going to give like best of both worlds.
definitely. Oh, yeah, that's right. They are doing another Batman.
Yeah, it's going to be like a more separate in-universe, more like comic accurate Batman. And they're also doing I saw they're doing a Robin movie. It's going to be of the first two Robins, Nightwing and Red Hood. So I guess they're going to be like twin or like brother orphans becoming Robin or something, or going on their own adventure or something. So I'm excited. Sounds good.
Hmm.
I would really like Matt Reeves to do the first Robin story. I really hope he does, but with that movie happening, I don't think he'll do that. So
Possibly. I know for sure they're open to it. I remember seeing an interview of Robert Pattinson talking about how he knows the first Batman and Robin's story was not told well, and he talked about how like a lot of people are scared to do it, but he talked about how like he kind of wanted to lean into that and see if they can give it a shot. um which is another
that
thing
dude.
I respect too, is that just they're not taking an easy way out, and they kind of want to try new things, and they want to try different shit to see if things end up good or not. So very respectable
Right.
franchise they got going on nowadays.
And I'm not gonna spoil anything in the Penguin, but with that ending, there'd be a perfect way and a perfect thing for the first Robin to do, man. So I would love it personally, man. But I don't know if they will, but I'm gonna let them cook, bro. I'll let Matt Reeves cook.
For
He's like
sure.
Triple H. I trust him.
For sure, bro. For sure. Yeah, yeah, I
Oh,
mean, as long as
messes with the
he's
United States title apparently.
oh god.
Can't believe he did that, but
God. I've been thinking about that all day, bro. Like what I cannot wrap my mind around putting the US title on Nakamura, bro. What
that
is
was
that?
so hard, dude. Like, why? Like, what?
Fucking Napa Snora. What are we doing right here, bro? Like Trips. What was that call, bro? What made you go with that? Oh,
I have no
egregious. Mm, yeah. Bad play calling from the quarterback, Mr. H. Because yeah, that was ass, man. I can't lie to you, bro. That was horrendous. I
Ugh. It sucks, dude. It's I don't know why they did that,
mm,
dude. I really don't know why.
me neither. Me neither, man. Yeah, that take the title off L.A. Knight for Nakamura. I
And again, it's not even that they took it off Neg because, like we said, not everyone has to hold the title for a long time. But
for
like,
sure.
Nakamura, like dog.
I can't wrap my head. I just man, I'm saying, bro.
It's just that bad.
It's just I oh, I can't fathom it, dude. I've been trying to come to a sensible conclusion all day, and I can't. I don't understand how we fucking put the U.S. title on Nakamura, bro. I don't
No, I really
understand it.
don't. It's a genuinely mind-boggling decision.
Yeah, uh, I don't understand. I really don't understand, man. Horrible, horrible
No,
call. Horrible call.
Nakamura. God damn it.
mm, mm-mm. Yeah, I just hope he doesn't end up holding it for very long
I hope not.
because, yeah, I mean, dude is just not what he
Just
used to be, man. I'm sorry.
no, he's not special anymore, dude. He's not. He lost the sauce.
He really did, bro. He really did, which is insane because this dude was one of the most exciting. I use the word vibrant
Hmm.
guys that the like literally that the fucking company has ever seen, man. And to see him now, I mean, it's laughable, bro. It's fucking
It,
laughable where he is compared to where he used to be.
it really is, dude. I mean, he had all the swag in the world, man, and now it's just all gone completely.
Yeah, and is WWE ever gonna mention this? Like, I know we keep seeing the reports. Yeah, I mean, and they could be false, but like, are they ever gonna mention like this supplemental draft we've been hearing about? Like, dude, we're now in December, or we've came up at the end of November. I wonder when they're gonna announce that, or if they're
If
gonna
yeah, if
announce
they
that.
exactly, I wonder how they're gonna do that. Is it like so? I'm guessing it's like just a mini draft or just a few people. I'm guessing. I feel like it's just gonna be bloodline related then. Probably just oh these bloodline guys gotta move,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I can see it. And then this is who are trading in their place and whatnot.
Uh huh. I could see that. I could see that. I could see that. Hmm. Well, another piece of news, I guess. Well, this is more NHP related. Another piece of news. I think for the year, for the year end awards, I don't think we came to for the year end awards. We have came to the conclusion. Last year we did 10. Last year we
Hmm.
did 10 nominees for each. If you guys remember our original good year-end awards, not the 2021, that was please don't watch that year-end awards, please. Um or maybe do so you could see how fucking far we came. Um oh god, it was you know, I always say, one of my one of the things I always like to go back to and tell myself is um if you think your old stuff is ass, that's a good thing
Hmm.
because that means you're doing better. Okay, if you can look back at work you used to do and say, "Ooh," for me, that at least it works for me. Might not work. Some people might think their whole All their shit is great, which if that's what floats your boat, okay, love the confidence. But
Hence, exactly.
for me, one thing I always like to do, man, like I occasionally all the time, literally all the time. I am sucking ass right now, bro.
Actually, so crazy.
All the time I will just scroll all the way down on my Instagram and I'll just look at original thumbnails just to look at like where we came, or I'll go back and watch old reviews to look at just where we are now and stuff like that. So it's it's always nice for me to do,
Hindsight.
and there he is, Burberry on my dick with the best play of the game. Shout out to Sir K.
It's a good name, man. It's a good name. It's eye catching.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
So so one thing I always like to do is I always like to go back and I'll watch old stuff just to say to myself, like, man, just to I don't know, I guess reassure myself that, you know, our stuff is you know, always improving, always or at least always looking to improve or whatever. Always, you know, grounds me and whatnot, keeps me remembering where we came from. But anyways, man, if you guys remember the original good year-end awards, that is that being 2021, there was not 10 nominees for each category. There was 8. We have came to the agreement that we will be doing 8 nominees
Mm-hmm.
for each category. We have also cut nominees. We have or not nominees. Well, yes, we cut
Categories.
nominees. We cut it down from 8 to 10. We have also cut out some categories. You know, usually the show ends up being a bit long, and you know, we just want it we want it to be
More digestible.
yes, we want the show to be a little more digestible. So some categories are gone. They are out of the lineup, and they yes, they are gone. So you will not see certain categories. Now at a later date, um sometime soon, being that I mean, you guys know we always like to do the year-end awards end of December, early January, around that time. Um so you guys can expect a list of the categories for this year's year-end awards very soon. But yeah, so we have uh, again, I don't want to say too much, can't say too much now, but what I will say is we did lower the nominees down to 8 instead of 10. So there's going to be a lot more snubs, and it's
More
probably
exclusive.
it's probably gonna piss a lot of people off. It's probably gonna piss a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
people off because there's gonna be a lot of snubs. But just know, anybody that did not make the list is
They're great.
it was a hard decision. It was a hard decision for, and it was this year. It was a pretty hard conversation. And being that there's still ongoing stuff in the realm of wrestling, we you know, all year
It's still
around.
changing.
Exactly. It is still changing, and all year around we are adding to the list, and have added to the list all. And I get sniped. We have added to the list all year around, and this year, being that we did lower this to 8, was a very hard conversation, man. But anybody that did not make the list, there are legitimate reasons as to why they did not make the list. So, you know, if you think that we are just snubbing people just to snub people, then that is not the case. Because
No.
and also, I told you guys this last year, or maybe at the beginning of this year, was one thing I want to do here is I want this to be interactive. I want this to be
Mm-hmm.
interactive. So this year we're gonna do things a little differently, man. Me and Sir K are gonna have our winners for these categories, but we're also going to have the winner of the fan vote. You guys are gonna be able to vote on our year-end awards this year, and you guys are gonna be able to let us know what you think, and vote on the 8 nominees for the year end awards, man. So it's going to be a great show this year. It always is one of my favorite shows to produce, and I always just I love the concept of year end awards, and I just love the concept of keeping shit on the channel fun. Um, every week, we don't. I mean, for the most part, every week, we talk about dynamite and Raw and SmackDown, but I always love throwing these sort of fun things in there, especially at the end of the year. When it is time to reminisce on what we got this year and talk about everything and what is everybody's favorite, man. So I'll probably end up doing it'll probably be some sort of Google form. I know they do polls
Hmm.
on there, so it'll probably be one of those. But yes, voting will be open for you guys this year. So like I said, me and Sir K will have our winners and for each category, and we will also be doing the winner of the fan vote. So exciting stuff,
Yeah, dude,
man.
I'm excited. It's gonna be really exciting this year, especially with the fan interaction. I think it's gonna be really good and very intriguing to see how similar opinions are and how different they are.
For sure. For sure, man. So very excited about that, and I hope you guys are very, very, very excited about. I'm always excited about year-end awards, but yeah, just the idea of, like I said, just the fan vote and all that stuff. It really excites me, and I can't wait to I can't wait for you guys to see everything and enjoy the recap of 2024 with us, man, because it's definitely been a great and controversial year in wrestling for sure.
Oh, very, very controversial. So I'm excited for the way categories are different now. Changed some of them, rebranded some of the categories too, man. So I'm really excited.
Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be very exciting, and I still can't believe Nakamura won the U.S. title.
Fucking Nakamura, bro. Like,
Had to go. I had to go. I
why?
had to go full circle one more time for Logan, bro. So, yeah, I can't believe they fucking did that, man.
Dude, he's a
Uh,
man, bro. He's washed.
dude is so washed, bro. I don't know anymore.
I really don't understand. Nakamura.
I did see, man, a lot of the IWC they did not like even our guys. I don't you know a lot of our guys JT, JB, my guys. Um, uh, um, they didn't like the women's War Games match either, man. A lot of people are saying this was the worst War Games match that they've done in the on the main roster. How you feeling about that?
Yeah, I don't think it was bad. I didn't dislike it. But I would probably rank it the lowest overall, even though it did have some really cool spots. But I think just sequence for sequence, I think it might be the lowest. I wouldn't describe it as bad. I didn't dislike it at all personally for me though.
The thing that grinded my gears the most was Tiffany Stratton not cashing in. I thought she could have had a really cool
Oh
cash
yeah,
in the cage, but a lot of people, they're and they overreact sometimes. I think, and they say that they were saying that I heard a lot of people saying that this was, an embarrassment and it buried the structure and it buried everybody involved. I don't think it was to that fucking degree. I mean, did you guys not fucking watch Hell in a Cell 2019? That's something that buried the structure and two characters or two acts at the time in The Fiend and Seth Rollins, but that's an act barrier. I don't think what they did was it probably the worst War Games. I did not look at that. I did not look at it from that perspective last night on the War Games review. I wasn't. I didn't look at it. I I looked at the men's in the perspective of what has been my favorite War Games of all time, or when I say all time, I mean the ones that I've seen. So I guess in the modern era, and it was my
yeah,
favorite. I did not even think to rank the women's, but if you are ranking it, I think it probably is the worst one of all time, but by no means do I think, that
it was
it
bad.
buried the structure or anything like
No,
that. But in saying that, I do agree with a lot of people by saying that it shouldn't have been in a War Games cage, which we were saying that for weeks. I was saying for weeks
it was
they should have
NXT.
they should have 100% gave that to the NXT women just because you would have gave a lot of those women the chance to show out. I'm talking Delta, or what's her name, Zaria, um,
Mm,
Stephanie Vacher, Julia, Kalani Jordan, and Roxanne Perez, and just those women, I thought would have just been phenomenal in the War Games cage. But by no means do I think it buried the structure.
you're
And I see a lot of people aren't taking into account. I think the end of the match got a lot better.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought.
I think it did get better at the end.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't know, but I see a lot of people are. I see a lot of people. I also do agree with a lot of people saying that the Vancouver crowd was overall minus like the main event and the Braun Breaker triple threat. I thought they were rather
Pretty.
quiet.
Which I remember on the media scrum, fucking Triple H was talking about like yeah, I hope it sounded good out there. So maybe it did sound good for them. Maybe it was just the general like acoustics that the camera caught, because sometimes that does happen. But the
Oh yeah,
crowd definitely, at least on screen, wasn't the best.
yeah, and it could have been a case of the 2024 Royal Rumble because I was pissed. Royal Rumble was a very upsetting show for me this year because I wanted Punk to win, and obviously at the time everything, moving forward everything ended up working out, but the um the crowd was absolutely one of the most horrific crowds that I've ever heard. And then obviously you hear stories like, no, they were making noise. It just Tropicana Field acoustically is one of the worst fields in the states. So then it makes you fucking question again, well, why the fuck would you go there? But I don't know.
Exactly. I don't know. It's a mystery to me. Maybe there's a reason they haven't been in that arena in what was it, 2 decades?
26
So.
years, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe there's a reason for that, man. But overall, the crowd wasn't great, but I don't think that woman's match was as bad as some people are saying. I did see some of that, and I don't think it was that bad.
Yeah, once I started seeing tweets of, this buried the structure forever and it buried all the champions. I don't think to that degree. Now again, I mean,
No,
you can call me a Triple H meat rider or whatever you want, but I have my opinions, and I know that's something the IWC doesn't take well to, is that people do have minds of
in
their
my
own. But
opinion,
do I rank it again? Would I probably rank it the worst women's war games that we've seen on the main roster? Yes. I also can't really remember some of the ones from NXT to properly rank that. But yeah, I can't remember most. I remember EO being in all of them. And I excuse me, I remember one having Candice LeRae in it, but other than that, man, I overall don't really remember too much of the women's war games matches. But on the main roster, I would probably, I mean, I would definitely say it was probably the worst one that they've done, just because it felt like it took so long to pick up. But
it
um
did.
but
I would
again, but
describe it as bad.
yeah, by no means would I say half of the things that the IWC is saying, that it buried the structure and
No,
whatnot. And yeah, I don't know. That's just me though too. Also too, the I you know I would like next year for them not to use a toilet seat in the War Games match. I mean, it's War Games. I wanted it. It should feel like war. Not that we're using goofy weapons.
exactly. I like fun, cool weapons.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. If I had it my way, I definitely would not approve using the use of a toilet seat, or at least the way that they use it in the beginning of the match, just putting it around people's heads. I thought it was extremely corny for a War Games match.
I thought it was too, man. I really thought it was pretty corny. Um, like in the end when it like something broke it off someone, it was decent, but like even then, that's why you just should have brought it out during the first place and called it a day.
Definitely. Definitely, bro. But yeah, I don't think I don't think by
Same.
any means
Kind of
for sure. Yeah, and I mean it definitely again if I were to rank it, it would probably be the worst women's war games match that they've done. But yeah, I don't think I would go to the degree of what's a lot of people are saying that this buried the structure and all that. I wouldn't even come close to anything like
no.
that. But at the end of the day, I hope WWE can learn from this. Will they? I mean, we'll just have to wait and see on that. But
Yeah.
it really, a lot of people gave a lot of people, give AEW a lot of flack. A lot of people give AEW a lot of flack for doing Anarchy in the Arena every year. I personally don't have a problem with it as long as it makes sense. And they got to keep the same energy for
Hmm.
War Games, bro. If it doesn't fucking make sense, then don't fucking do it.
Do it. Exactly. And it might be better for the match if even if you could do it 1 year, you still take a year off from doing it just so we miss it more and it's more exciting the next time you do it.
Definitely. Damn, I am lagging, bro.
Shit.
Okay, I think I'm getting somewhat back to normal. Yeah, this game was lagging like a mug. I don't know if you guys could see. I mean, I'm sure you could, but yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't.
Sometimes the game just
Yeah, it really does, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I hope WWE can learn from this, bro. And if something is not War Games worthy, you know, you could always do your traditional Survivor Series 5-on-5s. I don't know. I know Vince
you
killed
could.
a lot of the concept, but at the end of the day, man, there were some 5-on-5 matches that were fucking insane. So maybe they can dip their toe in
Exactly.
in that water again and see if they got any fire there. But I think WWE should learn from him, man.
I
And
think they
if
could.
and if they do ever have the chance to, like you said, just skip out on it, just to make people miss it, then they should do that
That's a good idea. Exactly. It's good to miss things. It is.
for sure. I'm also still very interested to see what they do with their whole international pay-per-view lineup for next year. I'm very excited to see it.
Very definitely. I'm very intrigued to see how they do it next year.
One thing I love about WWE in this current age too, bro, is you never know when you're just gonna wake up, and it could happen on any random day, bro. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen in 2 weeks. It could happen in a month. You never know when you're gonna wake up and just see the most random show that's just cool as fuck. Like, I mean, like look at all
Oh
this
yeah.
year. Like one morning, you just randomly wake up and Backlash is gonna be in France, or you just wake up one morning and uh Clash at the Castle's coming back and it's gonna be in June in Scotland. Like I always love that.
It really is, dude. I love waking up to those type of news reports and I can't wait to see where they go next year, man. It's very intriguing.
Definitely. There's I did hear now. I think this is Triple H hopping on the petty train, but I did hear that they are looking they are looking to run Hammerstein Ballroom in
They should.
2024. So a lot of AEW fans they're upset with Triple H, man, but at the end of the day, I think personally, I think that'll be I think that's going to be
Great
fire.
idea.
I think that's
I
going to
think
be
that's a
fire.
great idea. I think so, dude. I like the idea of that.
Yeah, I hope that they can go there for maybe like a Raw or a SmackDown or even a pay-per-view. Or even a pay-per-view, man. I hope they don't give that venue to NXT just because now I like NXT in the cool arenas, but I would also like for a Raw or a SmackDown to just have a different environment feel to it.
Exactly. It'd be a really cool different feel.
Definitely, man.
Mm.
Okay, I think we're about due for one more win. So the next win we get, well, we definitely got to end it on a win. So the next win we get,
You say that.
I think yeah, now we're not gonna get a win for like fucking the next 20 games. Um, so I think we're due for one more win, and then we'll leave you guys at that. But
Definitely.
yeah, man,
Oh
been
yeah,
a
man.
been a
So far, I
been,
really enjoyed this.
hell yeah, always, bro, always, man. Kill
I like how
confirm. Uh huh.
after oh god, yeah. Um, I like how people AEW fans they get so pressed whenever CM Punk like references AEW. It's the best thing ever. There's oh let it go already, as if they never let anything go.
They really don't, bro. That you know what I say to that is let go of the feeling that your company is year one AEW. you
It's
are
not.
you are
It's
holding on. These are the same people that hold on to a feeling that is not there and has not been there for the better fucking part of uh oh my god,
2 years, 2.5.
almost, yeah, almost almost 3 fucking years.
Like, dude, it is not to that level anymore. So you guys can't talk no type of shit.
They can't, but you know them, bro.
They will.
they will go to the edge of the earth to try to portray to you that nothing is wrong with AEW.
No, what does that sound like?
Literally.
Literally in a burning building, and it's just everything's fine.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh shit. Where's that fucking pegging your dad? Okay. That's
That's a name.
wow.
Please don't do that.
Quite quite the name there. Oh wow, he killed me again. Pegging your dad killed me again.
Yeah, I think he's like the only good one on their team, on the other team's team.
It looks like it. I guess you gotta hide your dad.
Yeah, Hydra, and then there was another guy on their team, Hook Me Daddy. So a lot of dad stuff on the other team.
Wow.
Maybe they got Reddit, man. Maybe they got Reddit.
You think they're LLFT?
It might be LLFT.
Could be. They could very well be like him.
I hope not,
Like the
because that's even
boogeyman.
worse. Man, see you in your window, creeping in the window, man. Make sure you get ready. That is the boogeyman. Ain't got worms in his mouth.
He's got squishmallow. Sorry.
That's good, God. Oh, things have forever been ruined.
Oh man.
Holy shit, we fucking asked for a win and got the old bot lobby.
Seriously, bro. Holy shit. Yeah, that's one thing I love about this map, even though I'm playing like shit right now. One thing I love about this map, man, it is very chaotic
It is, I like it. I like the layout too.
for sure. Do you remember that map in World War II was like shipment? You were in
Oh,
you
I
were by
love
like
Shipment.
man.
That one was in Modern Warfare 19 too, because that's Who makes that one? Sledgehammer? That Sledgehammer's like small map.
There
Hey,
he is.
look at
End us
that.
off on a good note. Burberry on Dick. Here he is.
It was a good match. A lot of bots. I love getting those random bot lobbies. Good thing we are getting off too, because I know the next one would have been absolute hell.
Oh,
They would
100%.
have put us in with the ultimate sweats.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
Man. All right.
it was a fun one, man.
It indeed was. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that looks like it's gonna do it for your return edition of NHP Gaming, man. That is gonna do it for this. We should be on here. Maybe we'll try doing it sometime next week again for the new zombies map, and we will be
Hmm.
on here with a little bit of zombies action for you guys on
I'm
the
excited.
new zombies map. So, very excited for that. And I hope you guys did enjoy the return of NHP Gaming, man. I had a lot of fun here today talking wrestling, talking music, talking old stories, talking whatever you guys talking racing F1 with our girl Belle.
Yeah,
So got to learn more about you today, so that's always cool. As That's always cool, man. As Yeah, that is basically everything we got here today for you guys, man. This has been your second edition of NHP Gaming and the return, the long-awaited return of NHP Gaming, man. AEW Fight Forever. It did something
it
to
was
this
so bad.
controller that was unrepairable, man. It was like the Undertaker losing his streak. It
It
um
really was, dude. It
it
was
took
insane.
it did, bro. It took all my gaming aura out of me, but regardless, man, we're back. It's been a great night. It's been a great episode, man. And thank you guys so very much for joining us here today for the return of NHP Gaming. And it has been always, always, always a pleasure for my Johnny.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of NHP Gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you all tomorrow night after Monday Night Raw for another edition of NHP Unscripted.
Peace.